Hello friends, today we discuss about Factories Act 1948, Chapter 1, Act number 63 of 1948, an act to consolidate and amend the law regulating labor in factories, whereas it is expanded to consolidate and amend the law regulating labor in factories. It is hereby enacted as follows. So here we are discussing now chapter number 1 of Labor Act, preliminary stage. So a short title extended and commencement. This act may be called the Factories Act 1948. It shall come into force on the first day of April 1949. An interpretation in this act unless there is anything repugnant in the subject or context. Adult means a person who has completed his 18 years of age, and adolescent means a person who has completed his 15th years of age but has not completed his 18 years. And calendar year means the period of 12 months beginning with the first day of January in any year. Child means a person who has not completed his 15th years of age. Competent person in relations to any provision of this act means a person or an institution recognized as such by the chief inspector of the purpose of carrying out test examinations and inspection required to be done in a factory under the provisions of this act, having regarded to the qualification and experience of an person and facilities available at his disposal, or the qualifications and experience of the person employed in such institutions and facilities available therein, with regard to the conduct of such tests, examinations, and inspections, and more one person or institutions can be recognized as a competent person in relation to a factory. Hazardous process means any process or activity in relations to an industry specified in the first schedule where, unless special care is taken, raw materials used therein or in the intermediate or finished products, byproducts, wastage or effluents thereof would be cause materials impairment to the health of the law persons engaged in or connected therein, or the results in the pollutions on the general environment. So now we discuss about the day means a period of 24 hours beginning at midnight. Week means a period of 7 days beginning at midnight on Saturday night or such other night as may be approved in written for a particular area by the chief inspector of the factories as a factory laws. Power means electrical energy or any other form of energy which is mechanically transmitted and is not generated by human or animal agency. Prime mover means any engine, motors, or other appliance which generate or otherwise provides power in factory, in productions on any work. Transmission machinery means any self wheels, drum, pulley system, system of pulleys, coupling, clutch, driving, belt, or other appliance or devices by which the motion of a prime mover is transmitted to or received by any machinery or appliance in factory. The machinery includes prime movers, transmission, machinery, and all other appliances whereby power is generated, transformed, transmitted, or applied. Manufacturing processes means any process for making, alerting, repairing, uh, finishing, packaging, oiling, washing, cleaning, breaking up, demolishing, or otherwise treating or adapting any article or substance with a view to its use, sale, transport, delivery, or disposal, or pulling oil, water, sewage, or any other substance, or generating, transforming, or transmitting power of. Composing types for printing, printing by letterpress, photography, or other similar process of book binding, constructing, reconstructing, repairing, refitting, finishing, or breaking up ships or vessels. Now, workers means a person employed directly or by or through any agency, including a contractor, uh, with or without the knowledge of the principal employer, whether for remuneration or not, in any manufacturing process or in any clearing any part of the machinery or premises used for a manufacturing process, or in any other kind of work incidental to or connected with the manufacturing processes also, or the subject of the manufacturing process, but does not include any member of the armed forces of the Union. Factory means any premises including the precedence thereof, whereon 10 or more workers are working, or were working on any day of the preceding 12 months, and in any part of which a manufacturing process is in being carried on with the aid of power, or is ordinarily so carried on, or whereon 20 or more workers are working, or were working on any day of the preceding 12 month, and in any part of which a manufacturing processes is being carried on without the aid of power, or is ordinarily so carried on. So, but does not include a mine subject to the operation of the Mines Act, that is 1952, 35 of 1952, or a mobile unit belonging to the armed forces of the Union, railway running shed, or a hotel, restaurant, or eating place. Now, explanation for computing the number of workers for the purposes of this clause. All the workers in the different groups and relays in a day shall be taken into account. Explanation 2. For the purpose of the clause, the mere fact that in electronic data processing unit or a computer unit is installed in any premises or part thereof shall not be construed to make it a factory if no manufacturing processes in being carried on in such premises or part thereof. So, occupier of a factory means the person who has ultimate control over the affair of the factory. In the cause of a firm or other associate, in the case of a firm or other association of individual, any one of the individual partner or members thereof shall be deemed to the occupier. In the case of the company, any one of the directors shall be deemed to the occupier. In the case of the factory owned or controlled by the central government or any state government or any local authority, the person or persons appointed to manage the affair of the factory by the central government, the state government or the local authority, as the case may be, shall be deemed to be the occupier. Provided further that in the case of a ship which is being repaired or any which maintenance work is being carried out in a dry dock which is available for hire, the owner of a dock shall be deemed to be occupier for the purposes of any matter provided for by or any under section number 6, section 7, section 7a, section 7b, section 11 or section 12, and suitable lighting or in any round the dock. Section number 18, section number 19, section number 42, section number 46, section number 47 or section number 49 in relation to the workers employed on such repair or maintenance. The owner of the ship or his agent or master or other officer in charge of the ship or any person who contracts with such owner, agent or master or other officer in charge to carry out the repair or maintenance work shall be deemed to be the occupier for the purposes of any matter provided for by or under section number 13, section 14, section number 16, section number 17, save as otherwise provided in his proviso, or chapter number 4 except section number 27 or section number 43, section number 44, section number 45, chapter 6, chapter 7, chapter 8 or chapter 10, chapter 9 or section number 108, that means 110, 108, section number 109 or section number 110, 110 in relation to the workers employed directly by him or by through any agency or consultancy and maintenance work by such owner, agent, master or other officer in charge or person. Prescribed means prescribed by rules made by the state government under this act, where work of the same kind is carried out by two or more sets of workers working during different periods of the day. Each of the day sets is called a group of relay, and each of the such periods is called a shift. Now, reference to time of the day. Now we discuss about this. In this act, reference to time of the day are reference to Indian Standard Time, being 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, provided that for any area in which Indian Standard Time is not ordinarily observed, the state government may make rules specifying the area, defining the local means time ordinarily observed therein, and permitting such time to be observed in all or any of the factories situated in the area. Now, power to declare different departments to be separate factories or two or more factories to be a single factory. The state government may, on its own or on an application made in this behalf by an occupier, direct by an order in writing and subject to such conditions as it may deem fit that for all and any of the purposes of this act different departments or branches of a factory of the occupier specified in the application shall be treated as separate factories, or that two or more factories of the occupier specified in the application shall be treated as a single factory. Now, provided that no other order under this section shall be made by the state government also, and on its own motions, unless an opportunity of being heard or is given to the occupier. Now, power to exempt during public emergency. In any case of public emergency in the state government may, by notifications in the official gazette, exempt any factory or class or descriptions of factories from all or any of the provisions of this act. So, except section number 67 for each period and subject to such conditions as it may think fit. So, provided that no such notification shall be made for a period exceeding 3 months at a time. Explanations for the purpose of this section. Public emergency means a grave emergency, and whereby the security of India or any part of the territory thereof is threatened, where by war or external aggressions or internal disturbance. Now, approval, licensing and registering of factories. The state government may make rules, and the requiring for the purpose of this act the submissions of plans of any class or descriptions of factories to the chief inspector of the state government, requiring the provision the previous permissions in writing of the state government or the chief inspector to be obtained for the site on which the factory is to be situated, and for construction or extension of any factory or class or descriptions of factories, and requiring for the purpose of considering applications for such permissions of the submissions of plans and specifications also, prescribing the nature of such plans and specifications and by whom they shall be certified, and requiring the registering or registrations and licensing and for factories or any class or descriptions of factories, and prescribing the fees payable for such registrations and licensing and for the renewal of licensing, requiring that no license shall be granted or renewed unless the notice specified in section number 7 has been given. If on an applications for permissions referred to in clause number AA of subsection number J or I, accompanied by the plans of specification required by the rules made under clause B of that subsections sent to the state government or chief inspector by registered post, no order is communicated to the applicant within 3 months from the date on which it is not so sent. The permission applied for in the said application shall be deemed to have been granted. So that's for the video, my friends. Thanks for watching my videos.